said this at the police commission before. Recently there was an academy class graduation. These are new police officers, and one of the things we get to do is attend, and one of the things I always do is report back on what happens, because what is said when they talk to these new officers and talk to them about what it means to be a San Francisco police officer. And so at this moment, I'm moved by the advocacy for continued change, but I want to acknowledge for all of you the work that you've already done, which is the chief of police stood up at this academy class and said sometimes being an officer means being a social worker. And it means when you're normally trained to go in, it means you step back. Now, for all of you, I'm not saying that I'm not answering to certain concerns about individual officers on any given time, but what you should know is your advocacy and your voice has led us to a place where when the chief of police in your city is talking to future officers, he's saying to them, part of the time you're a social worker. And sometimes when you're supposed to step in, I'm telling you, there's nobody more important in those officers than what he tells them to do. And so I think it's important as you continue your efforts and your movement to make this change that you acknowledge the positive impact that you've already had. So that was one moment that I was surprised to see that, and I know that that is in large part to the advocacy that you've continued to do.
Good.